407 years ago, I met this man on a great nation, somewhere close to here. Actually, I think we could see it on the other side of the bridge, right? Anyway, this individual right here, Jeff Hyde, master of storytelling and story bullshit. I release it to you, Jeff.
You can't injure yourself. You're our driver.
Do you really want to hear a story?
Yes.
Wait, you sit here. I need to move.
So this is a story. It's hard to tell. It's got a lot of, emotional thing for me. It was a scary experience. It happened a while ago when I was in college. Friends and I, we went to somewhere in Arkansas.
Well, that's scary.
For spring break to visit my friends' grandparents who lived in the mountains. And the people in the mountains in Arkansas, not unlike people in other parts of
Are they
might be known as
Squeal like a pig.
related to Lola?
No.
Nope.
It's before Lola. Yeah. BL. Before Lola.
Before Lola.
Anyway.
Who's Lola?
Never
So
mind,
we are
another
back
story.
out in the middle of nowhere, away from civilization, and most people, I don't know, they just don't seem to like to live with people. So you'll see like a rundown tar paper shack with a rusting tin roof here and there. And as we were driving around one day, they mentioned, it's like, kind of make sure you don't wander around here because people don't take too kindly to being on their property. They just are antisocial. That's why they live in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. So I didn't think much of it at the time. So one night we said, oh, this is boring, let's go camping tonight. So we, in the evening, kind of made camp, and then we had all of our tents set up and kind of a fireplace ready, and we're like, okay, now what? This is boring. Let's go back and maybe get some more food or something. So we go back. When it gets late, we get distracted. So we have this big coolers of stuff, and they said, "Wow, come see our campsite we made. It's really cool." So there's all these we're all city people from the suburbs of a very rich area in America, and so we got my friend's dad is wearing a Marriott hotel bathrobe, cowboy hat, and cowboy boots. You're wearing that? He said, "Oh, it's comfortable." And old people coming, all of us guys were carrying pillows and snacks, and so we're traipsing through the forest on what we thought was the trail to our campsite. Well, we're like going down a hill, we're in these thick brushes, it's dark now it's pitch dark, and we're kind of lost, wandering around. We don't even know where we are at this point. Suddenly, as we're kind of like picking our way through the dense forest, up above where we had parked the pickup, we see like a car drive by, and I'm like, whatever, didn't think much of it. And then all of a sudden, we can see it turns around, stops right by where we had left our vehicle. And so we're down looking through all this thick of these trees, and suddenly a spotlight comes down, searching for us through the trees, very bright light, settles right on us. It's like, oh man, we're busted. So now my mind is going crazy. I bet my stupid friend who's supposed to know where we're going has got us on someone else's property, and we're history. No one was ever, and I'm thinking, no one's ever going to find my body out here in the middle of Arkansas in the forest. So I go, well, there's a lot of us. I have a chance.
That is a scary feeling.
Yeah, no kidding. So I'm going, no, it can't be that. It's, what could it be? We'll explain it. So we have with us the head of worldwide communications for a church denomination. And we have a preacher who's the president of a college, gives speeches to thousands of people, on a weekly basis. So we go, these guys should be able to talk our way out of this if no one else. So it's like, oh good, okay, these guys can handle it. They're older gentlemen, they're very professional. Here's your apples. So I just kind of try to stay at the edge of, so I figure, if I run fast enough, they'll probably maybe focus on them and not me. So we're watching, we hear crashing, rustling through, and it took us over half an hour, 45 minutes to get from the car to where we were. And as we see the silhouetted with this huge spotlight beam, I see a gun, a rifle, in the silhouette. I go, oh man, this is exactly what I feared. And finally he gets close and he flips out his flashlight and he's looking, because there's a big line of us, there's like 10 of us. And I can see he's wearing camouflage, he's got a bandolier of rifle bullets, and he's got an assault rifle. I'm like, oh no, it's one of these military, crazy, quasi-military camps that we stumbled into. We are so screwed because they don't take kindly to trespassers.
Or church folks.
Yeah, So he comes across us, and his flashlight kind of stops on Ray with the cowboy hat, Marriott Hotel bathrobe, and cowboy boots. And he goes down the line, he comes back to him, he's like, well, y'all don't really look like deer poachers to me. He said, well, what you doing out here this time of night? And I'm going, oh, good. This is where the famous communicators, the orators of our day are going to come up with some great explanation, and we'll get this all settled. Pause. Nothing. All of a sudden, Dr. Richard Spindle, the president of the university, says, oh, we're just piddling. That's exact piddling. That's country talk for just, nothing.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah,
is that the best he's got? We're so screwed. Finally, my friend said, we just made a campsite, and we're showing our parents the campsite that we made but cannot find at this time. And he goes, well, yeah, you're right. Well, you don't look like deer poachers. Well, sorry to give you a start, folks, but I'm the local game warden. We got a report of some deer poachers in the area, and you obviously are not the deer poachers. I was like, so the story has a happy ending, and he wished us well and kind of pointed us in the right direction.
So you found your campsite?
Eventually, yes. So by that point, we said skip camp. We all went back, and we had huge laughs of going over the story and how funny. And we just pictured him back at the office telling his other friend, y'all's never going to believe what I saw on the porch tonight. This guy's wearing, no, I'm not telling a lie. I'm swear this on my mama's grave. Cowboy hat, Marriott Hotel bathrobe, and cowboy boots. Can you believe that?